What's up, Trade Pros? It's Victoria from Trade Pro Academy, and I've got yet another video for you guys today. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something very interesting that could change your trading forever. Why you shouldn't be focusing on learning strategies and many strategies, but what you should be focusing on instead when it comes to improving your trading. So if you guys want to learn more about this and learn how to get to that next level of trading, whether it's options, futures, stocks, forex, whatever it is, this applies to everything that you guys should understand and know about. So if you guys are interested in that, I want you guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then drop a comment down below what you think that will get you to the next level of trading. No matter what it may be, even if at the end of this video, what do you think will get you to that next level of trading? So let's get right into this. Let's drop that intro and I'll see you guys on the other side. So everyone thinks that there's a golden strategy out there, there's the holy grail of trading, and wants to learn more and more about that. A lot of people go through strategy in and out without really giving it a shot and without really back testing it. There's a simpler way. It may seem that many traders out there look for the complexities in things and the complexities in strategies, the next strategy being more complex than the other, rather than focusing on what may actually work and drilling down on maybe even just one strategy or two strategies and focusing on those and honing those. Now, strategies are quickly abandoned looking for other strategies, maybe looking for other assets, and they pile on so much and they turn so complex that traders get confused. So trading multiple assets isn't a terrible thing, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing in fact, but going from asset to asset, strategy to strategy, intertwining all of them can get a little confusing, and finding most traders really start to diminish their results and fail when they do this. It's often seen that you can turn any possibility, any trade looks good, and they take them based on a different strategy, based on everything, and you're just jumping around in the market without, number one, looking at the bigger picture, and number two, focusing on the one or two strategies that you may think or that you have learned that have the high probability, right? Because I personally use just one, maybe two strategies in the markets for any asset I trade with minor tweaks. What I use is a momentum-based strategy, and it's a pullback strategy, which also uses order flow and volume, but it's very, very simple to use. It's based on market structure and the pullbacks, and it's very common. And it's a very simple strategy that I purposefully like to keep simple, because adding complexities to it really deters the outcome and really turns trading on its head. So I like to use this one strategy, and I've worked so hard over the past few years to break this strategy down, whether it's in futures, options, stocks, whatever it may be. It's a very, very simple pullback strategy, whether it's a bullish or bearish continuation trend move. It's a break of a top, retest the top, break of a bottom, retest the bottom, along with other qualifiers. Now, it's a discretionary trading strategy naturally, so there are a few tweaks and differences depending on what kind of assets you trade, but that doesn't really change the overall basis of the strategy. Now, instead of learning about all these different strategies and going from one to the other and adding complexities to them, I think a lot of traders do not focus on this one thing that will make a difference, and that is increasing their emotional quotient or their emotional intelligence. Both intermingle, they're pretty much synonyms for each other, but working on one's emotional intelligence will actually bring up the effect of your strategy and understanding of how to play your markets. This one strategy that I use has been very, very good to me and others, but the difference between a successful trader and a non-successful trader using this one strategy is their emotional intelligence and ability to, one, follow it and control their emotions. When you have the complexities of too many different strategies and different assets all intertwined with one another, you don't really understand what you're doing and therefore start trading based on emotions rather than what you see on the charts. So to come back to that, the emotional quotient and intelligence is the ability to understand and use your emotions effectively in a positive manner to extract trading profits out of the opportunities and not forcing them out of the market. Now, this could be applied to any aspect of your life, just using your emotional intelligence and increasing your emotional intelligence, turning your challenges into a positive light and overcoming a lot of things with this emotional intelligence and positivity, and seeing the outcome of all things in a better light. Now, there are three main elements that I like to consider when it comes to growing your emotional quotient or your emotional intelligence, and they are self-awareness, number one, motivation, number two, and self-control, number three. So all three of these combined start to generate an emotional intelligence, an emotional quotient that is above your level of understanding at that point. When you start to generate growth in all three of these aspects, your emotional intelligence starts to increase as well, and you can take that opportunity and positivity and force it into your trading strategy and in the markets to extract that opportunity. Now, when it comes to all three of these, self-awareness, you have to understand what your current emotional quotient is, how you perceive things, how you take opportunities, and work on improving that. Which means you're looking at your strengths and weaknesses when it comes to trading in the market. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Now, a lot of people say, hey, I need to work on my weaknesses to improve. Well, in the markets, yes, weaknesses are important to improve, although they could also be ignored by understanding what you're doing with the strategy and really focusing on your strengths. Because if you turn a 4-to-1 profit ratio rather than maybe a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1, then you'll see that even if you make small mistakes, as long as they're small, the ability to generate that 4 return to that 1 risk increases your account, increases your emotional intelligence, and so forth. So working a lot more on the strengths and trying to bypass or mitigate the weaknesses is a little more effective than working on the weaknesses and kind of letting your strengths stagnate, right? You want to build and grow on what you're really good at. In terms of motivation, you want to be motivated to be a good trader. You want to be motivated by results. You want to be motivated by the process. I focus on the process. Is my process good? And that brings me motivation and confidence. I also look at other traders, other peers, and see how they're doing what they're doing and take that as motivation that, hey, I could be at that level as well. So growing this aspect, of course, increases that emotional intelligence as well. And the final part, being self-controlling. So this is maybe the most important out of these three that I feel, and understanding that aspect, self-controlling your emotions, because emotional traders are blown account traders. So when you trade emotionally, you're not trading what you see, you're trading what you feel, and that turns sour fast. If you have the emotional intelligence to mitigate what you feel in these markets and look at it in an unbiased perspective of what's happening on the chart, you will see your results will drastically increase. These being the three pillars that I think are the very strong base starting point for any trader to improve their emotional intelligence rather than jumping from strategy to strategy. Focus on 1 or 2 strategies and really focus on your emotional intelligence, your EQ, your emotional quotient, and you'll see that your account will grow and you as a trader will become a lot better. So having said that, I challenge you guys to increase your emotional intelligence and work towards that. TRADEPRO Academy is very, very stern on the psychology aspect, and we love to focus on psychological trading and emotional control. So if you want to see a community of great traders that do that, come on by and check us out. And we have a webinar just for you guys based on order flow, and we talk a lot about psychology in it too. George is going to tell you about that at the end of this video. But this is Victoria from TRADEPRO Academy. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video and see trading in a different light rather than profit oriented. Look at it as process-oriented, and that comes from your emotional quotient increasing and growing. So if you love this video, guys, I want you guys to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ding that little bell to notify you when we do go live and when we drop videos like these. I notice a lot of you guys that watch these videos are not yet subscribed. So if you like the content, why not see TRADEPRO on your page every time we drop a new video? And don't forget our morning market update. So here's George with a special message just for you.
Hello, and thank you for watching this video. I want to take a moment to invite you to an exclusive online trading masterclass. In this event, you're going to learn 3 key things to help take your trading to the next level. Number 1, we're going to teach you a complete price action strategy used by professional traders on a daily basis. Plus give you the checklist so you know how to check off each step to qualify the opportunities. Number 2, we're going to teach you how to use advanced order flow analytics to help you qualify high probability, low risk trade setups on a daily basis. Plus, we're going to teach you how to use that order flow to disqualify the trades that you're used to taking that end up being stopped out. Number 3, we're going to show you how you could apply all of this information with a small account, because you can start small and scale up. In fact, that's the only way to start, and a lot of our traders are doing it in our community on a daily basis. This is an exclusive offer you can get online only at this event. I look forward to seeing you at this masterclass and teaching you these 3 secrets of highly profitable day trading. Take care and have a great day.